All right. Hey there, YouTube. How we doing? It's 2:30 or so in the afternoon here in Cali. I haven't checked in. I still haven't caught up to date with a lot of things myself, and I still have to. Sorry, Capatina Tennille, haven't finished yours yet either. Okay, I got lost in some waves, some other puddles and everything. You know, somebody threw some more rocks. That's what it was. Rocks this morning. Yeah, threw some more rocks inside the water, inside the agua, and so they actually started some kind of big waves and shit. It wasn't just like a you know waves coming up to the beach to die out and everything. He's actually started some type of people could write what they call big kahunas off of these motherfuckers right now. It's just 108, midnight dark in the dark and shit, and 114 to follow that. Wow, yeah, but I guess a lot of people can go ahead and surf. You know what I'm saying? They can surf, or either they get their scuba diving gear, and they know hey, this big ass wave right now is something that I might have just leave the surfboard up top. We can come back at that later and just take the scuba gear and just going down to the deep with the 144 on the clock. So it's just exercise, I guess. 153. I'm catching these numbers right now as I look down. Let me get into the thought form of the day. So what we about 2-3 hours? We're 3 hours ahead of the East Coast for here, and so it's not necessarily. It might be starting to get dark there already. It's what 2:30, 4:30, 5:30, 6:30. Might start getting dark, because it's winter time. We're almost in spring now, right now. So it might time might go ahead and start changing a little bit for you guys and everything, as far as the sun going down anyway. But we made it to. We actually got the 7th. Today's the 7th on the Friday. What do we got over here? Yoruba. We got Oshun, right? Oshun is that the sweet waters and so forth, fresh waters. I believe in Yemaya is that of the salt waters and so forth. At the same time, we got Freitag, Friday and everything. Freya, 3:14 on the clock. Freya over this Friday and everything too. Other parts of the world. And Freya, believe it or not, is that the goddess over Issa and everything. Okay, Issa meaning ice cold. So it's crazy how but I guess it might be associated with like the weather too, and even the hemispheres. That might be a calculation inside of there too. How Oshun is that of sun, and even this the color and everything right here I got on and everything. And then Freya, she is that of the Nordic, ice cold Issa, But and they conjoin here on this Friday, which actually inside of the Jewish world and everything is Shabbat. And so even in Shabbat, it's feminine, okay? It's feminine for one. Bat, right? And that's fire. That's sin. So we got fire and ice. Feminine is all there. On all the way around with Oshun, Freya, Freya. And then on top of that, while we're up there with the Futhark, we also have P.o.S.o.A.Post. So who was supposed to be spoken by Atum one of the first words and everything, which is sort of like a masculine infinity. Masculine entity, 504 on the clock, in that of Hemet. Okay, this is supposed to be the first word spoken by Atum, you know. And then, so we got Fehu. So Fe is that of woman, even not just a Fe in iron, thing, but Fe is that of like the woman Fe, what I'm saying, like Ruby Faye, what I'm saying. Ruby. Matter of fact, that's actually a whole Friday night. Because you got the fire inside of that, which is the red ruby, what I'm saying, and Faye, Wow, look at all these quinky dinkies. And then she turned around and married a Jewish person too. 550 on the clock. Wow. Isn't life such a quinky dinky? So yeah, you can go ahead and get, a lot of that stuff will tickle you pink, you know what I mean? It'll tickle you pink if you let it. 616 was on the clock. So it's actually kind of cool though. I mean, I stepped into some shade right here, right now. But regardless, I chilled out, stuffed my face today at the house. You know what I'm saying? When you don't necessarily have a whole lot of stuff at the house and everything, and then you finally get your welfare check. You know what I mean? You feel like you was missing something and you want to chill and eat, so you stuff your face sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you stuff your face. I did that today. And but I got to get out and walk a little bit. And what else? I got some lotion, lotion and everything for my little dry ass skin. I got to find some Carmex. That's what I got to do right today. But yeah, I mean, all of these, today was, and even Zayin, so this is like Shabby Zayn Day. Too Shabby Zayn Day on the Friday. Jewish. So they be ishing and shit. They be going fishing, you know what I'm saying? So they got to go ahead and, it's a spear ritual, 754 on the clock. You know what I'm saying? And this spear ritual and everything was like going strong from like 1859 or so to about 1948 with Shaka Zulu and the essays in South America, you know what I'm saying, in South Africa. 818 on the clock, Shaka Zulu. And that war right there actually preceded, them going ahead and giving the okay for, the Rothschilds, you know what I'm saying? I told you that was my first wife, married to. I guess I really didn't think about that. But Anne, and her father being Peter Kopf, okay, the head, okay, that was associated with that of the Rothschild family, because I think Karen, his wife, may have been the oldest daughter, may have been the oldest daughter, 857 on the clock. And so when their families united, I'm sure it probably wasn't his name, like say for instance, I came down here, went to a VA department appointment, matter of fact, and he had the whole name of sort of like it was a German name, just say for instance Oppenheimer, and you would think Oppenheimers would speak German, whether they're young or old, you know what I'm saying? Well, especially if they're old. I'm not gonna say young and old, but in America you would think, there'd be the oldest one actually, speak German. But this motherfucker didn't know a lick of motherfucking German. He shrugged and stuff. Was like, well, how in the hell are you carrying a rich, high German fucking name like Oppenheimer, and you don't fucking speak the freaking language? I mean, even Tom Gramlich, I wonder, I don't even think he spoke German myself, you know what I'm saying? You know, he did. I used to go ahead and say uh, good morning to him in different languages, you know, when I had to check in, you know, to let him know what's going on with the day. So on the computer and everything, I would look up different languages and say, you know, good day to you. Good day to him in whatever, you know, different languages and everything. And then that's when he said, one time he said, hey, you're pretty clever. Well, that's because I'm from Cleveland. No, 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 I don't fuck with him like that. But yeah, clever, Cleaver, leave it to Cleaver Beaver, right? To build them dams, you know, and to take that dam, you know. 1:14 on the clock. Dam meaning blood, you know. And they don't give a damn if you're mad, MAD, about it, you know. They say I don't give a DAM if you MAD, basically. We're gonna siphon your fucking shit. No, not siphon. We're gonna drain it. We're gonna drain it. You know. It's a wow. You just have so many. Like I say, it'll tick you pink if you fucking let it. You know what I'm saying? If you let it. And sometimes you should go ahead and let it. Fucking laugh at this shit because you don't want to walk around, you know, with the blues all the time. You don't want to do that because then you might just end up going ahead and selling your soul, like Rogelio Mitchell did, along with Robert Johnson, just to play the guitar. You know, that's what happened at 8 years old with him. Now, I can tell. I put it up there because I could tell now, and there's a lot of things going on. You know, even his mother had the same day, a born day, given to her or established, and that was that of the, you know, Matthew 6:22, the priestly prayer of numbers. You know, let thine eye be single. Confirmation peel off on that. You know, the priestly prayer and everything, where it said just, hey, believe, and say nothing about the blood. You know, believe on the name, believe on my name, and then all these blessings, you know, will be put upon you. You know, which actually went in there to what was it, 27 Genesis, verse 28 with toning last night. You know, 13:12 on the clock. You know, with the reverse on that, flip it, and that's John D, the chessboard that he played on. You know, or Debo. You know, crazy eye. But he's probably straight to the motherfucker on top. For real. You know, he's gonna let it fool you. You know, because the motherfucking truck look outside and it looks all abandoned and fucking beat up and everything, you know what I'm saying? They got all those things on it. And you say, it's a fucking piece of shit. You know? One time I was walking with Rena, and I told her, I said, you know, see that right there? I said, listen, it's all fucked up too, you know, it's sitting inside in front of some storage facility, gas station, what have you not. And it was tatted up, you know what I'm saying? Tagged all the way up. And so, you know, I told her, and then lo and behold, the very next time, you know, it might have been 2 times we took a little walk. What happened? Little brother, little Vato, he gets in the truck, and that motherfucker purred. Boom! You know, so again, we believe nothing that we see, and only half what we hear, you know what I mean? Only half what we hear. And then we got to go ahead and examine that right there. We have to examine that, you know? But, you know, it did go ahead with today's, you know, I guess it was a rock. It wasn't a pebble. pebbles. She was just throwing pebbles and making the waves today and everything. Because they're deep. You can sit with them and ride them and everything. And what happens is, it's going to trigger others of yours. And I was inconsiderate. I'm glad though, because you can put it on pause. Because then you can jump on your surfboard and do whatever it is, how you go, whether you want to push that wave or you want to let it fade out or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or it's not even you. Sometimes it's just your ancestors. It's spirit guides. It's the direction we're supposed to go for this day, or even just for the next few hours, so you can learn and or remember something, So yeah. I was jumping around, and we even saw. See, when I was over there, Peter, Peter Kopp, he goes ahead and his club, like what's her name, 13 Moon. That's her club and shit. That big white owl in the back, 1622 on the clock. The big white owl. Now the owl is, there's a lot of fowls, okay? Fowls of the air, okay? Same spelling, the F-O-W-L, fowls. And we're not even supposed to be fucking with it, And it's written inside of there, It's written inside of there. Especially under the negative, one of the negative 365. With the owl. Also, what you can look at the same time is the word owl. And what's balancing, what's in between the O and the L, is actually, if you go ahead and flip it and spell it correctly from right to left, it's LWO. So it's low. It's low. Okay? That's low. Basically what it's saying. Low actually means law in Chinese. And low is low. It's not high. It's not high. So on high, you don't have to have the 360 on your head to spin around and see anything because you're on high. But being an owl, and he can go ahead and do a 360. I think he can even do a 720. I have to look that up. I think he could do even a 720, and don't have to move and everything, look around. And so that's very, how very, 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 I wish I could go ahead and do it at times, you know what I'm saying? But it's not necessarily, we're talking about inside the physical body. It's not made like that, Even as I was walking out today too, speaking on turning the head backwards or 720. The guy, when I was walking backwards, the Asian guy, I believe he's Chinese. No, Vietnamese. Okay, he's Vietnamese. And I was walking backwards, and he's, like I said, he couldn't even, before he was getting ready to park, he stopped, and he already had a smile on his face. He's like, wow, And he got out, and we talked about it. He said, nobody walks backwards. Everybody only walks forwards. You're going to live to be 100+ years old. And I was like, I think I even took that stuff. Well, at least I want to get to 120, you know what I'm saying? Like Moshe, do my third, and my ancestors do theirs, and the spirit guides do theirs, and then we got the whole pie, the whole motherfucking, the whole thing, man, the whole pie. Just got to do our part. And so it was good. I saw him walk out today, and he was the first person I saw, and I wouldn't have seen him except, I started to walk out and go to the store uh, towards the front. And I said, nah, let me go back. So I went to the back and everything. And that's when I saw him too. And he still had to smile too. As we said, before he got in his car, he stopped and said, hey, have a good day too. It was cool. So off to a good vibrational start. It was cool. Just because I turned around and said, I'm going to go this way now. Not doing the same old shit, not following nobody, not following people, not trying to, uh, not even going to look for kudos from him or anything like that, any attention or something like that. A lot of people do this and everything because it's attention. But it's okay. We learn. We learn to learn. 256 on that clock was at 211. 211. 211 is a robbery. 211 is also the phone number, to down here if you want information to go get free food, or medical attention and stuff like that. It's actually connected to Kenya, believe it or not. Yeah. Kind of crazy. I'm just going all over the place with all kinds of little subject matters right now. So, how was your day? How was it going so far anyway? A lot of times we just, it's time to cruise. And it's Friday too, because it's Friday. This is actually the fifth day. Tomorrow will be the 6th. And then on Sunday, that's the 7th, that's the day of rest. They had us all screwed up and everything for a long time. But how I kind of did that too, synchronized it with the, the colors of the chakras. The 7 days with it. And you can see all the vibration, vibration. And it's a trip how the first day is going to start off with what? The moon. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, the moon. The first day is going to start 2:34, 23, 4 on the clock. Going to start off with the moon. That's Monday. Friday, the 5th day. Wow, and that's the 5 and everything. So, again, that's just how, I bet you, I kid you not. How they have this stuff made up and everything, I kid you not. So when autumn, okay, or muta, even muta. Yeah, I bet you, check it out. So autumn, or autumn, it says spring, summer, winter, and fall. Even though winter, no, it is, that's right, winter and fall. Right. So we're just coming out of winter right now. But it's different. It's different in the sense of, because we're getting ready to be spring. Okay, so they flipped it again. So anyways, I think that when we fell, as watchers and so forth, watchers or whatever entities we came down here to be, it was during the month of autumn where the trees fall and so forth. The leaves fall because we were what? The big as the trees. We were what? We were living in the trees. Okay? We weren't even, now that, in that essence right there, but I still can't agree with T.I. The trees don't hang out with the grass. I was gonna go ahead and give it to him. I was trying to give it to him, but I can't do it. But yeah, I think that was the time in which we actually fell. I think that was the time in which we fell. And so summer, so spring, wow, it is kind of crazy. Peep game, I didn't think about it. Spring is going to come in the month of April. April. Apart means dirty, dreck, straight up the worst shit, it could be. That's the head of the year, spring. So this is the reason why we need the spring showers. Okay? We just came out of March, just came out of a war, which is going on right now. Woo-wee! We're doing, and then we got motherfucking Pisces season 2 right now. Ooh-wee! Motherfucking shit going on. Even for myself today. I was going through for like, fuck. Just confirmation, 2555 on that. So this is Earth, 25, 30 belongs to that celestials because of each degree of each of the galaxies of zodiac, and 25 belongs to the Earth. Okay, so that's 55. And we have a positive and a negative. That negative being that of Shaitan or Santa, and then the positive being that of bountifulness. I don't want to say abundance, but if you go ahead and leave the abundance on there, you still have a positive and a negative in there because you can just separate the A, and then you have bountiful. Okay, you have a house by itself, house or temple, and it's bountiful. So you can have this positive, negative, that word of itself. Same thing with Brahm or Brahma or Abraham. Same thing. It's a positive, negative on that right there. Okay? And so with that right there, April being Dreck, you know what I'm saying? Dreck is dirt, German. Scheisty, ugh, toi, which we were speaking on the other day when it was like raining. And I saw, you smelled this freshness. You saw all of the stuff go down, rolling down the hill and the streets and stuff and everything, whether it be bird or human, feces and Pisces, same thing. That pH, I kid you not, it's the same bowl, it's the same word, because just like the CH, like Hebron, they took off the C. So feces, which could be spelled PH, they just took out the fucking H and then just called it Pisces. Why? To go ahead and give credit to the I am for pi for 3.14. And then calculate the C's, with nautical degrees, and there you are, way inside the fishbowl. Now all they need in there is just go ahead and put a dome on there, and they use 333 for the dome. And 333 is back to where we're at right now. Hey, Aquarius! This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. So the young, I guess half brother, Eugene Brown III, he always said he was a 3, third, he was the third born, third child, he was with that Masonic shit too, so, on top of that shit, 3, shh, you know what I'm saying? But his birthday was motherfucking the 5th month, which is May, okay? April, May. So it's really a 2. It's not even a 5. It's really born on the fucking 2nd month. Not even a 5th month. And definitely not on the 3rd month. Motherfuckers is all fucked up like this. You good? All right. That's it. Yeah. Motherfuckers is fucked up and be riding hard. We're in the wrong way, in the wrong lane, going backwards and shit. And prep, what you said, they got their pigeon chest pumped up and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's some crazy ass shit. And like like my uncle here, You know, the crazy shit about it, like, I honestly gave him all of my fucking material, all of my fucking books, everything. I gave it to him, you know? And so, he ain't even gonna look at this shit and say, well, damn, maybe I should go ahead and look at this shit. And there I can go ahead and get some more, some game plan and shit from this motherfucker. See what he thinking like. Nah, his head is so far up. His ass. Oh, you know what? I was tripping on his name too. Because he's a EBJ. Eugene BJ. You know what I'm saying?